Multi radio, social media, LDD Captain Smart. The whole thing was a pain. Most suffer still from the defeat of the NP. Sani Panswa ye bo mutuo, Ghana military for bo mutuo. We have not heard the Ghana military say Obuasi ni akwala and a small scale miner be ebo soja ni bitu. What at all did these guys do? The soldiers to waste 7 lives. Why are we not seeking justice for these people? Soldier for no bo tuo. They are the same military officers. Na ye to abano. Omo yes omo be police station bi Obuasi. The Obuasi young men stop you omona. Omo yes omo bo omo no. Same military officers are omo boss at. Somebody needs to take responsibility. A man for money a bomb to a kuomo. Inti yang punish obia. Yang you obiedi. Yang jelu obia. So the next day no omo dis aboni. They'll go do the same thing again. MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. Or Chinanopa, we need to hear something from Anglo Gold Ashanti. This guy murdered those 7 gentlemen. We will make the world know that your leaders in Obuasi leading the mine are murderers. 2 people just go to Obuasi, you build 1 toilet, you build 1 water, and then you murder the people for their money. We are not going to allow that. Otumfuo to politicize this matter. I am very disappointed in Menshia. And come here, this show free Menshia. I don't think say Sebio can Menshia beka asemo kayeno at the politics abe frafra.
Kevin Taylor are responding to Obuasi boys soldiers for Kuomo all because of the galamsey. I group of transmitting at the cyber and then the first time I hear video but then I click subscribe button and I put the video be now on second quick. Time I issue no better trend and I gonna for the Subona Ebo Air Captain Smart so no normal boys no a Timiko Bora ye angle good for site to soa Musem Kwakope a Dumbidi Fufi Antwata soldiers for Timmy issue to a nipa 9 a kuo omo. Na enona Kevin Taylor ababontin edi deep secret bi ababeto abontin say soldiers are mushu to Obuasi boys nipa 9 ekuom na soldiers tama na yeto aba no so obeka ya video be trend ya na Obuasi youth na ni soldiers for bi eham so tama na yeto aba no say soldiers na omone boys na eham so e Obuasi omone soldiers amgoku boys no ewo eye angle good for site no na osanso to be ekoma na eye yewura Otumfuo because of say tama issue no buy no opem so yewura e de ekekansim bi efa eye incident no na issue no buy na Ghana for no do na blame Captain Smart na Kevin Taylor say mo obia emfa blame na Emma Captain Smart na emom enye investigation ne hu krofo a na say soldiers a motim ku eye boys 9 etim to twene na say ye de blame no ekobo eye Captain Smart ebusuan enkuti nsema Kevin Taylor eken bo modern na leave comment or comment section ase
asemi si Ghana and me Obuasi ni akora me nyini Obuasi. I know every corner in Obuasi. Into sometimes now I call myself say yes, Mr. S, get it for me. Into I know myself say you're from me from Galamsey boy because I grew up in Obuasi and I'm not shy. I'm very happy to grow up in Obuasi. It's part of the reason why I unhume say me near ding. And you don't just see Obuasi ni akwara and say they near bre. Obi on Obuasi ni dilibia nim so Obuasi ni akwara ni na form ni nyamresa. It does not matter the home you come from. Ohieni bo sikeni bo Obuasi ni akwara is not timid and not any normal. Oya Obuasi ni akwara na we timid as wabodam ye ntiase. Ye ne Obuasi krampo ye du benya problem. And I'm very proud to say me nyina Obuasi. My basic education me nyina Obuasi. Inti I've also always said say me the Obuasi there. If I have to speak for Obuasi, I will do it. And if I have to criticize Obuasi, anytime any opportunity be me, yeah. And when you know me to be the Mabuasi for. Yes, because omudi nkwasi asema me catch robo omudi nkwasi asem. Enye because me free Obuasi me na for Obuasi and I say me nim ni pebi Obuasi nti se Obuasi for Jimia, I should not talk about it. I will talk about it. Now, me besa me twa adwene ko bibi so. Last week all over social media and on radio, traditional radio, TV, there was one topic that was going around in Ghana. And that topic was that Yekum eye nipa 7 ewo Obuasi. So we study my platforms, enemy team. We decided to stay away from that conversation. We wanted to hear other opinions. We wanted to know, let's say, amount for making legitimate claims about the incidents they see Obuasi ye bo nipa enson etuo Obuasi. Now, the question is, science about mu say kosuni nyina no, omo ano mo kasa ni nyina no. My question to them is say, Where are they now? Does the conversation end there? Because you could see, say, omo TikTok, omo radio so, TV so, na omo ye dede nyina omo directing Obuasi, the killing of 7 people, no? They were all directing it to Captain Smart. The question is, were they seeking justice for the people of Obuasi? And I say, it was out of pain. Say, and I want to say that I'm not holding brief for Captain Smart. Matinami show so I've told him my peace of mind so many times. I'm not going to use my platform to defend anybody. But my issue here is, sa assembly si Obuasi no. Mwana mo kasa na mu yedede no. Was it about seeking justice for the people who were killed or murdered, or it was because some of you people thought to say it was the right opportunity to go after Captain Smart? Because for some reason, as Samunankasana is seeing ya boni pansun tuno against their will, no. Ya Ghana military, a kuomo, close range, no. As Samunankasana, it looks like say majority of people who started this conversation and blaming Captain Smart say some utterances that he made and it causes our problem, no. The lives of the people, Nankasana, no. The justice we are seeking for the people, no. They don't care about it again. It looked like say it was an agenda to nail Captain Smart because of a mistake he made. I would say a mistake because none of the people who were sitting on TV from who journalists for any so-called at Ananta bloggers near the Adeno. Obian to me can't say on social media encore against the ethics of social media no journalists and I say radio no. The journalists who were criticizing Captain Smart, criticizing everything, no. Nobody can tell me say the ethics of the yejuma ye no. Sa ejuma we no obia embu ethics no so da. And it's obibu ethics no so 5 years ago. When something happens today, we need to go bring that 5 years one to judge the person today. I understand it's fine. And we have to do that because we need to check the system. And Captain Smart, some mistake no, you know, he needs to be spoken to. It's a fact. He needs to be corrected. People need to let him know that your job, no, you are not even supposed to do this. I get it. But the question here is, those people who were making so much noise, you know, was it about the people who were killed, seeking justice for them, or it was about some kind of agenda or a pain against Captain Smart? Because it is looking like, say, majority of the people who were speaking and bringing Captain Smart into that matter, Obuasi killings, you know, they sound like they are pained. They are pained because Captain Smart here Juma too much my NDC about power. It is a yenya Captain Smart there. Let's nail him. I'm asking you, was all those commentaries for justice to prevail or a personal vendetta or agenda against Captain Smart's career? I will not sit on my platform and defend Captain Smart for his actions. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also asking the motive behind some of the people who were sitting on radio, the so-called from journalists in and out of want to say, was the main thing about the seeking justice for the people, or it was about trying to get at Captain Smart because Makume Muno, MPP lose elections, and we know for a fact that Captain Smart, the journalism work, you know, he played some role for the NDC to win elections. It's a fact. I won't take it away from him. Inti ayesa attacks no na yawe amudi lose election na amode kan asam na say looking at asam no clearly no and making sure say you didn't know kura atu baby I was said that because ayame ya say your body pansun tuo na ni pansun na ya bo mutuo ya yesi omo no. Nobody is making that a priority. Rather, everybody thinks say, or some people think say, when they go after a journalist, that will solve the problem. Mibusau, where did that conversation go? And I did Captain Smart at me we are not soldier for no boss out no or some form who diana because we are talking about military men who are supposed to know, who are supposed to act right under pressure. We are talking about military men who should know what to do at what time. This is not the first time Nipebi ako chan kantan every ako AG for territory mu. This is not the first time. Mimi nyini Obuasi. I've seen this over 1,000 times. Till date, Sanipan Swa bo mutuo, Ghana military for bo mutuo no. We have not heard the Ghana military say, Obuasi ni akwala and small scale miner be ebo soja ni bituo. So we are asking, what at all did these guys do for the soldiers to waste 7 lives? What did they do? Why is that not our priority? Other than we are not seeking answers. Why are we not seeking justice for these people? But it looked like, say, majority of the people are not radio, social media, LDD captains matter. The whole thing was the pain almost suffers still from the defeat of the NPP. And that is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. We need to be asking questions. Who gave the instructions for these military men to open fire on innocent Ghanaians? I say innocent because they were not yielding guns. These were Ghanaians who did not fire to kill a military officer. You and I, we have not been trained to be able to stand pressure. We have not been trained to know, say, we have not been trained to know, say, this danger needs to be dealt with this way. The Ghana military men, they have been trained. Now the question here is, small scale miner bang and a key to a boss soja ni tua, and what's a soja ni a bie a yedi a tuo a guniso. Yada want to soja ni bian can't just ya boss soja ni bia tuo. Into the question is, why a massa or dano? Why in a year call? Because from what I know, from a year witnesses who were there, the military men who came, they actually made a call. And when they made the call, that was when they started firing. We are talking about people who are before you not less than a mile. People who are about 200 meters away from you. If even they are holding machete, and I said they are holding knives, you are a military officer. It's the end of the sojani actually abo nipa 7 to pay. Abra sojani to me can't say nipa no mujina ba ku to sojani bi ama sojani bi 9 eto kan 9. Why are we not asking those questions? And you see, my member video being trouble. There was a young man who was there. And Mameka bin trouble. Soldier for no to no. They are the same military officers. Time and I yet to abano. Omo yes, omo be police station bi Obuasi a the Obuasi young men stop you omo na omo yes omo babu omo no. They were the same military officers are omo boss to these men. Sanko Fowi.
Video. Let me tell you something. And you see, we are going to bed. The consequences. I'm being amazing. Get back. You are not going anywhere. You are not going to the police station. 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 Whatever you want. Hey! Move video.
These are the same military officers. Soldier 4 in election 2024 yeah, Obuasi East. These are the same military officers of Obuasi. The question is, why are military officers guarding private property? Anglo Gold Ashanti as a company, don't they have their own security? Why are the military there? These military men there, they are guarding Galamsey site and guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites. Why are military officers guarding private properties? Is that their job? Time and Amisa, Anglo Gold Ashanti had their own security. AGC security. No much green. So why is this at this point? Anglo Gold Ashanti, a big company like Anglo Gold Ashanti, they don't even have a security. Why should the military be guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites? Why? And why is the CEO, the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, why is he quiet on this matter? Because he was part of the people who gave the instructions for these men to be shot. Why hasn't he resigned? Argentina, the guy is still at post. Why are we not questioning these people who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? We want answers. We want to seek justice. We want the people why the commander that night who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? Military officer Ben Yebo, the people who went to the site. Why is the AGA boss, the MD, still at post? Why are we allowing this nonsense to happen in Ghana? And we sit in Ghana, nobody wants to talk about the most important thing, because the agenda is that Captain Smart campaign, Abwa, Emma NDC about power, because that MPP need Jiminti, Yan destroy Captain Smart. I'm not holding brief for him. If he has made the mistake, it's his own problem. But the issue here is you going after Captain Smart worth more than the lives that we lost in Obuasi. Captain Smart now going at Temono. And people need to account. People need to give us answers. It is a party losing. Say, oh, yaw. Say, Captain Smart, I need you maybe, and I'll quit your party now. That's Obi actually am meda Ghana for 7. You have to make it an agenda. Say, dear, into better chums says, our boys now on social media. Girls are on the radio, soon social media, Ekasano. Say, come mame, and now papa can omo your bobu to no and come back Jaisa. Captain Smart. No. Their focus will be on the military officer who pulled the trigger. Their focus will be on the AGA MD who oversaw the killing or murdering of these Ghanaians, because AGA na erente sa military for we. So the MD should take responsibility for these killings. This is not just this is pure murder. Now would you say wa anka MD of AGA in Kodawati position? No. Who hired the military? Who hired those military men? Is the AGA MD. So why is he still in office? Why are we not saying that guy should step down? Why are we not protesting? Why are we not making sure the people who rather killed are being questioned? And then I change the conversation, because a yaw will be muyem. Because people are still paying this MPP free power. Because some people feel say journalists phobi ekasaye etia bone inti ende de yenya omo yanti omuti uti omuti nipa nso na eku omo no omo nya nipa. That is my problem in this whole thing. In Tiabaye, I didn't say anything. I was just listening. And you get some people speaking a lot. And I was watching them. Some of them, 90% are ignorant. They are speaking because Osiname, Obisa me Fribuase, Obisa me Asantini, Obisa the MPP4. The issue is, were you going to leave that one to go and say Captain Smart can summon Mbrebi? You are going to be asking questions. You'll be even asking for compensation. Mo amufri boase na bugina TV so and the social media for amokekan kwasi asem no knowledge no. So wunua mbema no ana momba na ma wo mogu dem nanka omugu on nke bo ba akutu a anka ba begina ba ka say nsem you be kind 3 months you will be asking questions adena sojani no e boss atu no. Na wunua ne kutatuo. Wunua ne ku sojani. Let's stop this foolishness. We want answers. The Anglo Gold Ashanti MD is responsible for this murder. The soldiers who went there to kill them were instructed by somebody to shoot. People are supposed to give us answers. The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, Mr. S, get me the guy's picture. We cannot make this go just like that. We cannot just sit there and say, oh, you're attacking Captain Smart into problem. We can't do that. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. And if the AGAMD is going to be fired because Anglo Gold Ashanti is a private company, they cannot come to Ghana and murder 7 people and walk. We will let the international community know that Anglo Gold Ashanti murdered 7 people. Yes. Because it's a company that is supposed to have its own security. I don't even know why the Ghana military is guarding a private facility. Why is Anglo Gold Ashanti hiring military to guard their facility? They have the right to put together their own private security. Why are they doing that? Somebody should give us answers. I want to put the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, his picture on the screen. Now, we are going to officially make sure that the MD of Anglo Gold, who was part of this, yes, because the military officers, the question is, why they hire them? Were they working for free? Somebody hired them. Somebody was paying them. So when that person commits a crime, you, the person who hired them, is supposed to answer. Mr. S, get me the picture. I think we have it somewhere. The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti. We had the picture somewhere. I think the last time we were speaking, it came up. I have the picture. Mr. S, I have the picture. This man should be held accountable. And I'm so surprised to say, I say, Obian Peso Beka. I say, everybody is quiet. Near Tiha, and there were some people of Water River Authority. Omoko Bie Insio, Ewa Akosumbo, and the far Ghana for. We were blaming those people who did that job. Why are we not blaming the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti? Why is this guy still at post? Why is this guy still there? We not making him understand to say, you cannot lead the private company to murder Ghanaians. Let me tell you, when somebody encroaches on your property, in Ghana ranch, they say you have to shoot to kill. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Encroaching people's property is a crime. Now the question here is, crime committee, did it deserve them being murdered? These people were murdered. It's a crime now. Committee, did it deserve military officers opening live guns on them? That is the question we're asking. Unless the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti gave direct instructions to the military that when somebody crosses our territory, shoot to kill, then we will question him. Until somebody needs to tell us something. Are we echoing? Are we echoing? That is the thing. So we need to start asking the relevant questions. Who is taking responsibility for these murders? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, he needs to step away. He needs to step away. Watch this video. This is one gentleman who was there when the issue happened.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, brother, kuna soja for shoot no. Oni jina ono. Na me aboa you're treating fine. On the bullet in the kana. Oni jina ono. Nti nenu mu nsem kakra na ono ankasa eyewitness. Brother, I didn't see you now. Who can I didn't see a ban saying?
After say, but ethic and crown. And yes, a fish, I say, kind of decoy, any cutter, and a cylinder, a jar, a detra, a canter, and a truck and a truck and a boy surrender, a near opinion for that force opinion for me. A boy to Jimmy Catro, Muse, how much more fun chair. It's a Bonia is a canton try by Omofante, the pay Enti gyina wa na omo de omo kura no omo kwa echo se enya abotire by omo commander no a o lead this gang no e na okonche na ono koye call ni de so far de nim de o kan nim tie de ewu mu enti gyina wa na o se ase ada gang eba ne car enti de beti an se omo beduru on na ye TV bia bi me no an se omo start shoot enuanuma me kura no ofa na me gyina ne nche se na ono ka se me gyina yi o ka kire me wa so mu se me gyina yi se ade ke o karfe ya kama ni e ya o se ni so o ka se ade ke o karfe ya kama na o kire se gyina yi dade atime enti dade na atime no etuo na aka no na me de me so me dane na ampa na me se etuo eni etuo na bo me na ebe pa me anu si enye se bia ye na ye du omu se ye ne omu kokon ana se ye ne omu koye yi gidigidi bia after say sa no ye te kanta no se boko tuji si ene po mo achewa se esro mu a ye de boni a ni se ye ene omu ne ni
acho udili say
e friend of the Razak Ibrahim
enti e ba sa no mo hospital pe bi na ba mo nchen.
Oh, paying for the ball.
So
this is what happened. AGA a lot of land Obuasi. Land tibi omude fence afahu. In kanta na wakana to say mesh. And almost muchaye. And AGA knows this is not new, and I'm not here supporting illegality, but as the last result, and then they say also Mukunipa ana, also Mukunipa 7. That's the question. They could have arrested them. They are military officers. They have been trained to do that. DNA mama junior say also Mukuomo, and then the question no. In Tigana na yetino right now what say assembly sina military kwa. The only option they have is to kill. Somebody needs to answer questions. And this AGA MD, he needs to answer questions. And I'll be happy. Dr. Solomon Owusu, he knows more about mining. Dr. Solomon Owusu, I'm down for Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. You know a lot about mining. Why haven't you spoken about the killings in Obuasi? Dr. Solomon Owusu, mining engineer Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. Why have you refused to speak? Because I know you are very vocal, and I respect you for that. You speak on illegal mining, activities that hampers or goes against the environment. You speak against illegal, small scale. You are very vocal. You have been very vocal. This particular incident, why have you refused to speak on this incident? Is it because this guy was your classmate and is your friend? Or there are other things, that's why you have decided not to speak on this matter? I want you to go on radio. I want you to go on TV. Speak on this matter. You have learned engineering more than I have learned. I don't even know anything about it. And I know when you learn about mining, you learn about security too. So you know how to protect mine, how it should be done. Why have you refused to speak on this? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. I am praying that this incident NCBM, but to prevent this incident from happening, the people who caused that problem, these military officers or publisher anymore TV, so they need to be sacked and they need to face jail time. They have murdered Ghanaians. I'm can be true. ABI Wajuni will say, as some they see and one on a court, there's pain. I'm telling you, every military officer in Obuasi, my life is at stake. They are legitimate police officers. Their life, life, is at stake. People are pained. You cannot open fire and kill 7 people and think, say, people will not react. And I don't want it to get to that level. It's something that I wish never happens. But if we decide not to take actions, then we are allowing people with such pain in their heart, to take some decisions. We cannot make it look like a normal day and walk away. No! Somebody needs to take responsibility. A man for money, a bomb to a kuomu. Obi and my instructions, no. Something needs to be done. Inti yang punish obia, yang you obiedi, yang jailu obia. So the next day, no, they'll go do the same thing again. I'm not going to be on my platform to defend any criminal act. I will never do it. But in Ghana, minim say, so ya Ghana ni na so obi bokro no kra na wan twetwa mbo obi tuwa. So bo obi tuwa kwa yan twetwa mbo ni tuwo. We know that is how the law etie ewo Ghana. Inti edien pa na nkofo we ye ya soldier for who say etuo e be ku omo nkwa ne the only option for them. Crime is bad. You are not supposed to encroach people's property. But we also, as humans, we cannot stop people from their actions. That does not mean that when people fault, we should, at the end of the day, go against the law. No. And that jail. And I will never say Obi encroachy and uncle we are Anglo Good Ashanti good. I will never advise anybody to do that. But the military officers there, no, that is not how they are supposed to handle the issue. So we need justice in here. The MD of Anglo Good Ashanti needs to be fired. Or Chinanopa, we need to hear something from Anglo Good Ashanti. Because till now, they have said nothing. The only thing that they said is that, oh, the AGC school, no, AGA schools no close now. We don't need that. This guy needs to take responsibility. No, I don't care whether he was there or not. Somebody needs to take responsibility. This guy murdered those 7 gentlemen. He did. We are yet to hear that a military officer was murdered by these people they killed. Inti Anglo Good Ashanti, this is a fight between my platform and your company. If nothing is done, we will make sure the world gets to know that Anglo Good Ashanti Obuasi mine, Anglo Good Ashanti Obuasi mine is not worth investing with. We will make the world know that your leaders in Obuasi leading the mine are murderers. You people just go to Obuasi, you build one toilet, you build one water, and then you murder the people for their money. We are not going to allow that. And I will not sit here and justify anybody trying to steal from Anglo Good Ashanti. There are right channels to use to arrest people and make sure they face the full rigors of the law. That is why there are laws governing this country. That is why when somebody goes against the law, we have to arrest them and send them to court to be jailed. You have the right to do that. Anglo Good Ashanti mine from tomorrow, when I come, we need answers. Or else this gentleman's picture will be on my show every day and the world will get to know he led the murdering of 7 young people in Obuasi. He led the murdering.
Current Falcon 900, though serviceable, lacks enough range to reach long-haul destinations without refueling stops. The Falcon 900 jet will technically stop at airports where the president does not intend to do a stopover, and this could lead to unnecessary delays and placing a burden on
We will come back to this matter. We will Jimmy. Now, as some way you see we I saw this publication. A year joy. Say joy for bois, mesume bois. Otumfuo said to akasa afa asama esi obuase ho no. Nipa enso a omo ye na de hia omo te obo asante asase so ya bo mu tuo sojafo. Otumfuo said to ekasa afa asam no ho no say change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to misbehave. Asante Hine condemns Obuasi incident. Otumfuo said to kasa or say abanse saba kyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛma nipa bi ho akwanya ɛmɔmudi di nsɛm hunu wɔ Ghana. Na Otumfuo said to kasa afa nipa nso a sojafoɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo bɔ Ghana ho ban a obiambo obutuo abɔ Ghana for nso tuo wɔn asase so ɔse sɛ abanse saba mɛma nipa bi mfa tumi nhyɛ ɔmo nsɛm ɛndi nsɛm hunu. And I'll say this, I'm very disappointed in the statement from Otumfuo. I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed. Because one, Obian Walker said this action by the military or the men who went there, it was because of change in government. There's been no official statement from anywhere. Say aban science and Amrantie no call say Omoko Anglo Good Ashanti site. So far, until Otumfuo gives me proof. So for Otumfuo to politicize this matter, I am very disappointed in Menchia. Because as some say Abano, it is not because of power that changed. It is an issue esia nipebi ekunipa sebio nipa nso ebo mutui and come ya desho bu free Menchia. I don't think say sebio ka Menchia beka asem okan no e the politics abefrafra. I don't think say Imrante no mukọ or say omukọ akobie Anglo Good Ashanti net no, they were wearing NDC or MPP colors. These are young men who live in Obuasi. It is for Otumfuo to attribute this to a change of government. And then I believe, say, with all due respect, Otumfuo said to Ankasaye, there's some kind of hypocrisy in Otumfuo said to statements. Because if you want to look at the case critically or look at the issue critically, the issue here is why my instructions kun emrantiano. Boniben amrantian yeah, soldier for end to me and use other means to stop them. The only thing they had to do was to shoot them. These are questions, basic questions everyone will be asking. Now, if Otumfuo said to two, catch say they see Obuasi a may kun nipan sono a change of government in the then in 2020, your boy nipa tuo ewo techimano identity Otumfuo ankasa. Say a change of government about 270 and a boy nipa tuo for about 4 years. Otumfuo said to never spoke on Techiman South killings. Asantibemu yetna Asantibemu ebo nipan suntuo. Otumfuo did not see the need to speak on it, even though it was a different matter. But a war asem na yeka. Why is Otumfuo so eager to jump the gun to tell us, say, what happened, it was because of change of government? It wasn't. This is not the first time an incident like this has happened in Obuasi. So far, we are all waiting for the investigative report. So for Otumfuo to just conclude this matter, to create an impression in the heads of people, say, this is politics, then I think Otumfuo got it wrong. And we have to say it in his face. Because unim, say, nipebi ebe she tumiechi, no more de dim kwasi asem, eti se soja fona, omo she tumiechi, Anglo Good Ashanti MD no, high omo disa imbransem. Because what in the first place, why are soldiers guarding a private property? Why? We are paying these soldiers with the taxpayers' money to stay and protect Ghana. Why are they guarding private property? That's the first question we need to be asking. And I'm deeply disappointed in this statement. This should not be political. This should be straight questioning of authority and how they deliberately murdered people. We need to move away from these things. And sometimes we'll be telling Kevin or Otumfuo. Me, I don't hate Otumfuo. Bibia niwa Otumfuo wa mi menyebi. Otumfuo is going to be rich till he dies. Otumfuo is going to be royal till he dies. The Otumfuo enya abrabum enya dia menyebi. So why should I hate him? But I have the right to criticize the utterances of Otumfuo when I believe it's not right. That is what I do. And it does not mean when I criticize Otumfuo's statement, it makes me disrespect him. No. I need to criticize Otumfuo for him to know I respect him. That is why I'm criticizing him. And not to Otumfuo kramporo sebio or tnasia or what sebio ahim form netna edwini and somehow. So it is very good we also analyze the statements from Otumfuo, because Otumfuo asamemuadu. This is not about change of government. Unless Otumfuo knows to say it was purely change of government, politician being a cast of and I say our evidence. Until somebody proves that to me. Because you cannot tell me NDC ko Obuasi, MPP ko Obuasi, Kweku Obuasi West MP, Kweku Kwatin, Ojina Obuasi Anglo Good, the Anglo Good Ashanti campaign from 2016. Your boni patwo. Last 2 years, your boni pabe and what you Obuasi. Why didn't we say it's because the government in power, the way they are doing things, we didn't say anything. And I can show you videos. I was here, I spoke on it. It's because of change in power. No, I disagree with that statement. And that statement is a statement protecting criminals who killed Ghanaians. The statement from Otumfuo protecting soldier for Kromfowi, protecting Anglo Good Ashanti MD who is supposed to take responsibility for his actions. We are not supposed to use power to protect crime. With all due respect to 2472, abrochire na unyini te se mea. Sebio, ye nyina ye kodi pa. Inti we sure say abrochire na asem we see ye. And an oil company. And a amanfo bi a encroach oil company and a gold mining company. So Canada, what's na and UK. Na say omo encroach na say ya bobu to a odwin say people are going to sit there and let those security people walk away and the MD of the company walk away. You have traveled more than have traveled. You have seen things more than have seen. You have experienced that. Me. Why are we not applying the same thing here? This is not politics. This is somebody deliberately murdering Ghanaians. And we expect Ahemfo to lead the charge to make sure say a man for enhyehyɛ soja ataadeɛ enhyehyɛ position echi enku Ghana for. I will never justify the actions of these young men who went to encroach and as omoko cross the AGA4 line. I will never support them. But I'll also not allow people to murder unarmed Ghanaians. Never. Because soja ni biye we too. It is almost like and the Ghana military, the only option they have, say a man phobia, they need to shoot there. They don't deserve to be in those uniforms.